Financial abuse is a devious tactic narcissists use to exert control over others. Yet, it often goes unnoticed as narcissists are so skilled in hiding their manipulation. In this video, I will uncover the 5 most common ways narcissists weaponize money so that you can see their behavior for what it truly is and protect yourself. The first way narcissists weaponize money reminds me of a time I went to a nearby market with a friend of mine. Walking by a store selling incense and scented candles, she spotted a small incense holder. She immediately fell in love with it, and it was clear she desperately wanted it. It was not expensive, but when I told her to buy it, fear filled her. She replied that her boyfriend would be furious as he would see it as junk. When I asked her if she can afford it, she said that it does not matter. Her boyfriend manages her money, and anything she buys that he does not approve of, he rages at her for wasting money. Confused, I asked her why he is managing her money, and she told me how it happened. When they met, he kept telling her that she needs to learn how to budget as he thought she was wasting money. She eventually gave in just to please him, and he went through her statements. At first, he only complained about her buying small things she occasionally bought as a treat for herself. She thought she could live without those things to please him and keep peace in the relationship. But then he started to become stricter and stricter on what she was allowed to buy and what not. Eventually, she was not just barred from buying anything that was not essential. She even had to buy the versions of essential items like soap and female products he approved of her using. Yet, he bought whatever he wanted for himself with her money. And this is the first way narcissists weaponize money to control you. They take over your finances and scrutinize your spending. Anything they do not approve of, they act in such a way that you would rather forego buying something you want, even if it's with your own money, just to keep the peace. In some cases, they will even force you to put up notifications on your account so that they can immediately see when you buy something and where. And they may even totally take over your income and then give you an allowance they feel you deserve, while keeping the rest for them. The second way narcissists weaponize money to control you reminds me of a time I was working as a technical scuba diving instructor in the Cayman Islands. I used to have a pendant with a black tourmaline crystal. When one of my students saw it, she commented that she loved to work with crystals and so wished to open her own business at home, making crystal pendants and bracelets, and then selling them. When I asked why she doesn't, she replied that her husband refuses that she does any work or make any income. He feels it's his job to support her. If she even hints at making money or doing anything for herself, he rages at her that she is implying he is not a good man and trying to make him feel inferior. That is the second way narcissists weaponize money. They undermine your ability to earn money. They will often get you to quit your job, take a lower paying job, get you to quit your studies, or prevent you from earning any money. Sometimes they may even sabotage your career by making problems for you at work or sabotaging your car alarm system so that you cannot go to work and eventually get fired. The third way narcissists weaponize money to manipulate you, I've covered in a previous video. That video goes deeper into how narcissists exploit you financially. You can find a link to it in the description. With this strategy, narcissists weaponize money by exploiting you financially, by lying and deceiving you to extract money from you. They often use guilt tripping and shaming to make you feel like you have to support them. They may, for instance, lie and create fake emergencies and make you feel responsible for helping them out by saying they would have done it for you, or that if you ever get into trouble, they will not be there for you if you do not help them out now. So you give in again and again, thinking you're helping them out, when in fact the emergencies are fake or blown out of proportion, only to get money from you. The fourth way narcissists weaponize money to manipulate you is not that easy to detect unless you know what to look for, as it is often misidentified. This happened to me when I stayed with my parents during a break from living overseas. I had returned to South Africa and just visited my family, but planned to go back to Cayman Islands in a few months. As my money was in a Cayman Islands account, it was cheaper for me to draw a set amount in cash and use it up rather than paying transaction fees on small purchases. I would hide the money in a drawer in my room, but I kept finding the amount to be different than I remembered it should be. When I started to mention that I'm confused about why the money is always incorrect, a family member who came by several times a week to visit my parents told me that it must be me being bad with managing my money and that I had a bad memory. She then started going out of her way to try and prove I had a bad memory. Getting suspicious, I put my phone on record in the windowsill when the family member visited again, and sure enough, they sneaked into my room and took my money, and then gaslighted me into making me believe I was bad at managing my money and remembering things. I stopped hiding my money there, which upset them, and they started questioning me about if I had enough money to buy a plane ticket back to the island, eventually admitting that they wished I was broke so that I could not leave again. That's when I realized they stole my money and gaslighted me into thinking I was going crazy because they benefited from me staying and doing errands for them. And this is the fourth way narcissists weaponize money. They financially destroy you by stealing your cash, secretly using your bank cards, or transferring money out of your bank, and then gaslight you into thinking you spent the money and just cannot remember it. They will also sometimes agree to paying for something and then later gaslight you and say that you agreed to pay for it. Thus, they ruin you financially to limit the options you have and to remove an option they do not want you to take. As gaslighting can be hard to detect and it makes you think you are in the wrong, it may be a while before you realize it is not you. By the time you realize what is going on, the opportunities you had may have passed already, which is about on the same level of destruction as the last way narcissists weaponize money against you. This I have seen in multiple relationships and heard from many victims. An example is a family member where the husband was a sole breadwinner. The wife had to ask him for everything she needed. But whenever she displeased him, he would refuse to buy her stuff, sometimes even refusing to buy or pick up her prescription medication. And if he messed up, he would just give her gifts instead of correcting his actions. If they went out to eat, he would refuse to go where she wanted, as he said he was paying for the meal. And this is the fifth way narcissists weaponize money to manipulate you. They use money to punish and reward you, effectively making you financially reliant on them and then withdrawing their support when you displease them, so that you become so afraid of angering them that you agree with everything they say and ask. Even if you are the sole breadwinner, they may take full control of your money and then only allow you access to it when they are pleased with you. They may even force you to quit your job so you are dependent on them, and then they start cutting off resources when you upset them. This not only makes it hard for you to defy them or put up boundaries, but it also makes it hard for you to leave them. When you realize you have been manipulated through finances by a narcissist, you may experience regret or shame. Regret for the choices you made, and shame for allowing someone to control you in such a way. To release regret, see the link in the description to a course I created on understanding and releasing the 8 types of regret, as well as a sign-up link to be notified when my course on shame is released. These courses are free at the moment. Thank you for watching.